In learning to incorporate art into my elementary classroom, I've made quite a few beliefs in how and why art education will benefit my students. However, my overall concept, Rationale for art education, will be to focus on student individuality with art, allowing students to bring their viewpoints to the integration of art into the classroom. I'd like students to be able to create detailed illustrations in order to benefit their overall comprehension of a reading passage. Drawing what they read is a great way to make sure they understood something correctly. I'd like to see students use art as a way to express their individual creativity in everything they do. It will make them well-rounded students to be able to use art in any subject matter, such as drawing pictures to understand a math problem, or drawing what happened during a historical event for social studies. I'd like students to have an art journal or sketchbook so they can use it on a daily basis provided there is enough time to draw whatever they are feeling as a form of expression, use their imagination, draw what they are thinking about, what happened that weekend, etc. This will help boost their self-esteem, express their emotions, give the opportunity for interaction with other students, make them more engaged in the lessons for that day, and remain focused throughout the school day. If there is one lesson I remember vividly from my elementary experience, it was creating a coat of arms as part of a culture lesson. Each student made one and presented it to the class. We learned about each student's background, where they came from, etc. This lesson is one I'd like to do in my future classroom as a way to bring the students together for a cultural appreciation. I'd like to see art used in a way that students can use it to construct meaning. As the students learn how to read, I'd like to see them using picture books where the pictures complement the text in order to help them read. If a student doesn't understand a word in the passage, he or she can try to sound it out or at least make sense of the words by looking at the visual representation that accompanies it. I'd like my students to use art through the process of transmediation. For my future students, I think this will play a role in discussing the difference between books and movies. So many children's stories have been translated into the literacy of the big screen, and I think many students will look forward to comparing the differences between the two stories. All these different aspects fall under the idea that a student's individual interpretation of art needs to be promoted in the classroom. Without it, they will lose all sense of creativity. The positive incorporation of art education into the regular education classroom needs to remain present in order for the success of student learning to occur.